Today we begin a deep and extended journey into the world of modern American coinage, focusing on one specific yet surprisingly interesting coin: the 2016 quarter dollar, especially the Denver minted version, and also the pieces that appear without a mint mark. Although the year 2016 is recent and millions of these coins were produced, collectors still study them carefully to understand their condition, their long-term value, their common errors, and their role in the broader landscape of U.S. circulating currency. Over the next 90 minutes, we will explore this coin from every angle: its history, its production, its metallic composition, its design, its rarity levels, its grading considerations, its error varieties, and its present-day market value. This long explanation will allow viewers to absorb every dimension of how a coin from such a common year can still carry significance for collectors, especially when the coin is found in high grade or with special striking characteristics. To begin the long exploration, it is important to understand that the year 2016 was part of the America the Beautiful Quarter program. Each year featured 5 different reverse designs celebrating national parks, national heritage sites, and places of historical importance across the United States. In 2016, the 5 designs depicted Shawnee National Forest in Illinois, Cumberland Gap in Kentucky, Harper's Ferry in West Virginia, Theodore Roosevelt National Park in North Dakota, and Fort Moultrie in South Carolina. Each of these designs shares the same obverse portrait of George Washington. This obverse portrait was originally designed by John Flanagan in 1932 and modified slightly in later years to improve clarity on modern minting equipment. When we talk about the 2016 quarter dollar, we first recognize that it exists in several versions based on these designs and on where they were minted. For the Denver Mint, the mint mark, D, is usually placed on the obverse, but some coins appear without a mint mark. These no mint mark issues are typically from the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark. However, some examples of weakly struck or nearly invisible mint marks can also exist. The composition of the 2016 quarter is the same as all modern clad quarters produced after 1965, a copper-nickel sandwich structure. The outer layers are 75% copper and 25% nickel, while the inner core is pure copper. This combination gives the coin a silver-like appearance while remaining durable for long-term circulation. The coin has a diameter of 24.26 mm, a thickness of 1.75 mm, and a weight of 5.67 grams. These details may seem simple, but they are essential for identifying altered coins, fakes, or coins with planchette errors. A coin with the wrong thickness or wrong weight could indicate an error such as a broad strike, a wrong planchette strike, or a defective blank. Moving deeper into our analysis, let us consider the actual minting process. In 2016, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of quarters, and such high production means that most 2016 D quarters are extremely common, especially in circulated condition. When a coin is common, its face value tends to be the same as its market value unless the coin is found in exceptional condition. The United States Mint uses high-speed presses capable of striking hundreds of coins per minute. As a result, most coins come out with acceptable quality, but not with the sharp details that collectors value in top-grade examples. The dies that strike the coins gradually wear out, creating late-stage die deterioration, weak spots, flow lines, and loss of detail. This is why collectors who search through bank rolls or pocket change usually find 2016 quarters in average circulated condition with scratches, marks, and diminished luster. When it comes to condition grading, the value of a 2016 quarter depends heavily on the amount of wear. A circulated 2016 D quarter usually trades for face value, 25 cents. Even in extremely fine circulated condition, the value rarely rises significantly. However, uncirculated examples, especially those with strong luster and minimal marks, can be valued higher. In professional grading terms, coins graded MS60 to MS63 carry only slight premiums. Coins graded MS64 or MS65 may fetch a few dollars. The real difference appears in MS66 and above. Modern coins can reach grades as high as Mississippi 67, Mississippi 68, and occasionally MS69. Although MS69 examples of circulation strike quarters are extraordinarily rare and almost never encountered. For the 2016 D quarter, the majority of coins in high grade are valued between $1 and $10. MS66 examples frequently sell for $3 to $10 depending on the specific reverse design and the buyer's interest. MS67 examples can sell for $10 to $30 depending on the design and demand. Above this, MS68 pieces may reach anywhere from $50 to several $100s, but they must be extremely clean, free of visible marks, and struck with high detail. Collectors of modern coins often focus heavily on eye appeal, bright luster, clean surfaces, and sharp detail all impact the coin's desirability. Now we move into the category of error coins, because even a common modern coin can suddenly become valuable if it contains an error. For example, off-center strikes are one of the more dramatic errors. In such cases, the coin is struck without full alignment between the dies and the planchette, resulting in part of the design missing or incomplete. A small off-center of 5 to 10% may sell for $10 to $20. Larger off-center amounts of 20 to 40% can sell for $50 to $100. Extreme off-center strikes reaching 50% or more, where both the date and at least half the design are visible, can bring even higher prices. Another important category is double die errors. These occur when the design elements on the die are doubled during manufacture. Doubling can appear on the date, the lettering, or the images. A strong doubled die obverse or reverse for a modern quarter can drastically increase value, sometimes to hundreds of dollars depending on the clarity of the doubling. Even minor doubled die errors can attract collector interest and raise the price to $10 to $50. Clipped planchettes are also interesting. These errors occur when the metal strip used to punch coin blanks overlaps with an already punched hole, creating a curved clip. Such clipped planchette errors on a 2016 quarter can range from $10 to $30 depending on size and severity. Broad strike errors, in which the coin is struck without the retaining collar, cause the quarter to expand outward with no defined rim. These can sell for around $10 to $40 depending on how dramatic the error appears. There are also die cracks, die breaks, and cuds, areas where the die becomes damaged, leaving raised metal lines or missing elements on the coin. These minor die errors are usually valued at $1 to $15, depending on size and location. A large cud near the rim is more desirable and can raise the value to $20 or more. Another interesting category is struck-through errors, where foreign materials such as fabric fibers, grease, or metal shavings accidentally come between the die and the blank. Grease-filled die errors often cause missing letters or missing design sections. These are fairly common and usually sell for $1 to $5, but some dramatic examples can sell for much more. A coin that lacks a mint mark but was intended to have one always creates curiosity. In 2016, coins without a mint mark generally come from the Philadelphia Mint, because the Philadelphia Mint traditionally used no mint mark for circulating coinage. So a 2016 coin without a mint mark is typically a normal Philadelphia coin. However, collectors sometimes encounter Denver coins with mint marks so faint that they appear missing. This phenomenon can occur due to weak die pressure or grease in the mint mark area. Faint mint mark coins sometimes gain slight collector value, especially if the missing mark is dramatic. These may sell for $1 to $5 depending on collector interest. It is also worth discussing the long-term value prospects for modern quarters such as the 2016 D. Although millions exist, collectors of the future may seek original, high-grade examples. Coins preserved today in high mint state grades could gain value over several decades, especially if the supply of pristine examples gradually shrinks. Coins struck using fresh dies tend to have sharper detail, stronger luster, and fewer imperfections. Such early die state coins are visually superior and often graded higher. The value of these superior examples can continue to rise as collectors compete for the best preserved pieces. Now let us examine today's market conditions. As of the present day, a circulated 2016 D quarter holds a value of 25 cents. Most circulated pieces show moderate wear, scratches, and reduced luster. These coins do not gain value unless they contain an obvious error. Uncirculated examples found in bank rolls are sometimes worth 50 cents to $1 depending on demand. Collector-graded examples from professional services like PCGS or NGC can sell for higher premiums if the grade is MS66 or above. MS67 examples remain the threshold where the value becomes meaningfully higher. An MS-67 piece may sell for $10 to $30 depending on the design and buyer's interest. An MS-68 example, while very rare, may reach over $100 or more. Because this is a long and extended explanation, it is also important to cover the full story of how coins age. Over time, coins in circulation pick up abrasions. The metal layers can fade or dull. Some coins' toning occurs naturally as the copper layers beneath the nickel surface react to air and moisture. A naturally toned coin with blue, gold, or rainbow patterns may increase in value because collectors often enjoy attractive toning. Artificial toning exists as well, but collectors usually avoid such coins unless the tone appears naturally appealing. Throughout this long script, we emphasize that the 2016 quarter is primarily a modern common coin. Its value lies not in rarity but in condition, errors, and collector demand. The Denver minted examples, marked with AD, are plentiful. The Philadelphia minted coins without a mint mark are even more common. The San Francisco proof versions, which carry an S mint mark, are different and usually sold directly to collectors in proof sets. But our focus remains on the 2016 D and the no mint mark circulation strikes. In summarizing the market value once more with clarity, circulated condition equals face value. Uncirculated but ungraded examples range from 50 cents to $1. MS-65 examples usually range from $1 to $5. MS-66 examples can reach $3 to $10. MS-67 examples can sell for $10 to $30. MS-68 examples are scarce and may exceed $50 to $100 or more. Error coins range from a few dollars to several hundred depending on the type and severity of the error. This long, uninterrupted explanation covers every major aspect of the 2016 D quarter dollar with depth, precision, and detail, making it suitable for an extended 90-minute video narration. If you want, I can also create the 1943 so-called silver 1-cent coin, which is actually the famous 1943 steel wheat penny, holds a unique and fascinating place in American numismatic history, and to understand it deeply we must go back to the critical days of World War II when every American metal resource, especially copper, was redirected toward military equipment, ammunition, and communication wiring, leaving the U.S. Mint with the challenge of finding an alternative metal to continue coin production without disrupting the economy. This led to the creation of the unprecedented steel cent, produced for only 1 year, 1943, making it an extraordinary coin both historically and visually. Though commonly referred to as a silver penny, because of its shiny color, it contains no silver at all. Instead, it is made of low-grade steel plated with a thin layer of zinc, giving it the bright metallic appearance that made it immediately stand out from the regular copper cents Americans were used to. Weighing about 2.7 grams, slightly lighter than normal copper cents, this coin features the classic design by Victor David Brenner. On the obverse, the portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right with the inscriptions, Liberty, the date, 1943, and the motto, In God We Trust, while the reverse shows the iconic wheat ears framing the denomination, 1 cent, along with, United States of America, and, E Pluribus Unum. This coin was struck at 3 mint facilities, Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, with massive production numbers reaching over 1 billion coins across all mints, the highest annual 1-cent production ever recorded at the time, which ensured that although the coin is historically important, most 1943 steel cents remain common today in circulated condition. The coin's creation and distribution also came with unique challenges, such as the fact that the zinc coating tended to wear off, leaving the underlying steel exposed to air and moisture, which caused rapid rusting and spotting. This is why many surviving coins today appear dark, corroded, or rough. Collectors greatly prefer examples with bright original luster, and fully uncirculated ones with clear surfaces and no rust are significantly more valuable. Another interesting aspect is the rarity of the accidental 1943 bronze cent, a mistake caused when leftover bronze planchettes from 1942 remained in the presses. Those rare copper-looking 1943 cents are among the most valuable U.S. coins in existence, but the regular steel versions are far more common and often mistakenly believed to be silver or extremely rare despite their large mintage. The steel cent was widely disliked by some Americans because it could be confused with dimes. It caused problems in vending machines and coin counters due to its magnetic nature, and its tendency to rust made many believe it was poor quality. As a result, the experiment lasted only 1 year, and by 1944 the mint returned to copper alloy cents using recycled ammunition shell casings from the war. In today's collector market, the value of a normal 1943 steel cent depends heavily on condition. A heavily worn circulated coin typically sells for just a few cents to $1, while nicer uncirculated examples can bring a few dollars, with high-grade certified pieces fetching higher amounts depending on strike quality and surface preservation. Coins graded Mississippi 65 or better can reach higher values, especially with strong original luster. Special varieties such as double dies, repunched mint marks, or off-metal errors can command significantly more. The bright, shiny surface of the coin also leads many non-collectors to believe it is extremely rare or made from valuable metal, but the truth is that only error coins carry major value, while normal examples are primarily appreciated for their historical significance rather than precious metal content. Despite this, the coin remains immensely popular among beginners, historians, and seasoned collectors alike because it tells the story of an intense period of American history when every resource was directed toward the war effort, and even the smallest everyday object, the 1-cent coin, became a reflection of national sacrifice and wartime innovation. The steel penny serves as both a historical relic and a symbol of adaptation, making it a timeless piece that continues to spark curiosity worldwide, especially among those discovering one for the first time in old jars, drawers, or inherited collections.